Hi, how are you? I'm trying to talking on the husband and wife's blessing energy calculations. Husband and wife blessing, living, blessing energy calculation. Husband and wife living is generals, but now husband and wife living is not general, special, because huge number of people's failure of living of husband and wife livings. So husband and wife living is relative with keeping a cosmic law or not. If husband and wife are keeping a cosmic laws and cosmic law living, then and cosmos can help husband and wife livings to whole life. Husband and wife and cosmos orders. Cosmos orders is most naturally all the creatures, oldest and operating and go flourish, and just spring and summer and fall season and in winter season. The same is changed. The human livings also births, growings, and the merging and just and get the children's, and as children's growing, then it's just mother and fathers to be old and to disappear from the macro concept world. His macro concept world is must be sin world to me. Okay. Cosmos orders the post laws in and yang harmony. I will talk husband and wife living's blessing energy calculations based on the solving yin and yang harmonies. Okay. I'm trying to turn back to my blog's contents. Okay. Totally, these lectures must be refined my keywords. Okay. And so, what is husband and wife? Husband and wife definition is living in the keep in harmony and yang harmony. This is husband and wife. And what is husband in and harmony? What is in and yang harmony? Is the meet in to yang. Then the in key or in positions just in key or wins positions is important. In inner harmony, I can explain some after. Okay. Here is even so you do not understand what is you must be processes, because this is first there's the before of lectures, and then what we just bless the blessed energies. What is blessed energy? We can to define in these lectures. Blessing energy. Husband and wife's blessing energy. Blessing energy. What is this? The husband and wife living safely. Husband, wife living safe, and go living to the end, begin to end. Well, I think the husband and wife living is very able. This things happens, some dangerous, risky, and peace turbulences. So, but actually, the living is all times danger time, risk time. Then, danger status and risk status must be going peace and safe. This is what is going peace and safe, and the living power of soul energy is blessing energy. This is we define that way. So how do we just these energy calculations? How do we this energy calculation is important. Energy calculations. Energy calculations. Energy calculations. In the living husband and wife, during living husband, wife, all of behaviors, relative with energy, creation and consumption, energy calculations. So, what behaviors, energy creations, what behavior, energy consumptions, all those calculations come out to be the husband-wife blessings. And this, the husband-wife in harmonies meet and marriages, and all this processes by by the laws or by the custom, community or usual rules, and must be sustained. Social laws and the marriage is and laws and customs, community, generation, regular. This is a macro concepts world. It's a macro concept, micro concept, my books, definitions, but I can explain. It's, I think, a macro concept, seen world maybe, micro concept, unseen world. This is a systematical, lawfully defined is the marriages. But in harmony is, just yin and yang harmony, yin and yang harmony of marriage. Marriage defines some defines. What defines? Defines based on righteous souls. Righteous souls. Yin and yang harmony. Yin and yang harmony. Righteous soul. Soul living. Righteous soul living. So maybe righteous soul living is righteous soul living is strong relative with living in and yang harmony. So that is marriage and living keep rules, and this is a macro concept of this, just the community over the social and just common sense is based is human beings, men and women, yin and yang livings. But the yin and yang harmony is some very strong difference because so yin and yang harmony, what it is, I think some I can explain. This is history. This is story, because we do not know it. Only we do not know it. But it's in the macro concept of the living is what is optimistic. We are it comes. Just living is just men and women. The man is yeah. Woman is in. How to decide this in the macro concept of living is men and women? Who decide this? Then we sometimes is complaining why I am the first as this woman, why I am the first man, because woman is pregnancy and the baby and just creating baby birth relative is not simple. Furthermore, the man living is military duty or some part with in the war, the battles. So some days what I am this person is the man's. Yes. So the living is not simple, very difficult of the macro concept of living. So we are what origin of us is from where and now. From where? From where? From now. Where from? From now. Where to? Where to? Surely, this is we don't know it. We don't know it, but only now my living is just go plus harmony. But my living turbulence is difficult. That is, we feel now. But some, I think it's just Yin's living is not easy. I'm trying to talk. I think in his place it's important. Husband, wife, living blessings. So if I go to the yin and harmony rules, then must be time is anxious, so I'm not going anyway. If you want to, then I think always my book, in just YouTube, the lectures I did is in and harmony. If you can see it, then you can understand it. So where to go? This is always uncertainty. But what are people saying is difficult now living. But if we're living in yin and harmony living, then even difficult, but it should help each other's. Yin help yang, yang help yins. In this we can is righteous soul livings. In my books, righteous soul living behaviors. What is that? It shares time with other. It help others. It doing, thus living, doing real love what? This is a general, thus righteous living behavior. This is righteous living. So what resulted is silence and clear. Silence and clear. With creation of knowledge. The creation of knowledge. And here is the energy must be here, energy. Yes. Righteous soul, pure soul, living energy. Yes. Yeah. It is not simple, but anyway. So yin and yang harmony is make it possible. Make it possible. Make it possible. What in this men and livings, what is that is connections. From where? From now, from to some places. This win is okay. These lectures, some lectures, but I can explain just much more. Some understand this. We have a suppositions. We have a suppositions. Just we are all just righteous soul, chosen soul, living in destinations, the place. Here is beginning place, but also here is finishing place. The beginning and finish is so it is shows so we can trust the beginning operations talkings. Righteous soul create or righteous soul. Then all righteous soul explain detail on yin and yang harmony. So the yin and yang harmony is just cosmos laws first, the laws the first. What is intention is righteous soul explains the in livings, in and yang livings, whole difficult. And after that, righteous soul, create righteous soul, just ask, which way of livings, in livings, yang livings. So then, now living is, in the macro concept world, living is man, and then here is will live on. In the macro concept world is yang. Yes. And now macro concept world living is the woman, then the white rose woman, then is must be in the righteous living destinations, and answer is yes. I will live on in. So all of the livings in our in the macro concept world, man's livings and the women's livings and the woman's living, then is all decided by himself, herself. So no one complain to others, because this is a livings. This is a livings. How to livings? Truly, yin and yang harmony. Yin and yang harmony is yin, yang, relatives. It's not separate livings. Truly, yin and yang is very important in the minus and plus in electric charges, electric energies. But as human beings, yin and yang is not separate. Is in yang, and cooperation in both yang. In the long times, maybe long times, and just long time is whole life. How to livings. It's in and harmony. So here today's point of view is cosmic laws of yin and yang harmony, and righteous living energies creators' point of view of yin and yang harmony. So to explain it, to calculation of human husband and wife living the blessing and energy, and calculation is based on the yin and yang harmonies and yin and yang harmonies behaviors. The purpose of the yin and yang harmony, the yin and the purpose of yin and yang harmony. Purpose of yin and yang harmony is in the righteous living in destinations. It is yin and yang harmony. Purpose of yin and yang harmony. It's really important, so important thing. And just beginning, create or righteous soul. Their soul. In this time, the creating righteous soul is creation of no is one perimeterless, righteous, soul, living energy. Also, here, there's a process, and to end in the macro concept world. What? this is beginning the righteous living destinations, but process to the end in the macro concept world. In the macro concept world, this must be in the soul plus body. Soul living at body. Body is soul's house. Soul living at us. So then is righteous living in the macro concept. Huge number of variants. Huge numbers of variants. So that in the macro concept, all this real harder to live as righteous because body desires trying to get much more than others, and to be living easy living much more than others. But so urgent to living is one. This is must be what here is. What is this? Growth. What growth? Creation of knowledge. Creation of knowledge. Knowledge is one per limited, two limitless. Requiring, and the righteous living energy. Righteous soul living energy is two. This is, growth. This is must be and righteous living and righteous soul living and in the macro concept world. So that is what is people saying? Just beginning is righteous soul living energy, and ends is righteous soul living energy. Here beginning is here, and ends is here. So that righteous livings to be ends must be, just creation of knowledge here require, and just righteous soul energy require here. It is very important. We can explain some. Just in the righteous soul living the energy, righteous soul to be living at righteous soul living in destinations. All of righteous souls are creation of knowledge is limitless, and the righteous living energy limitless. This is the conditions. Whole of righteous soul in the righteous living condition, and is all livings like this. But huge numbers of righteous souls urgent to get righteous creation of knowledge limitless, righteous living energy limitless in the macro concept world. There's a relative ways here. Blessing energy. Blessing energy is based on righteous living energy, same. Righteous living energy. just in the righteous living energy, righteous living destination of creators expect all righteous living 보여야죠. all righteous souls 보여야죠. at macro concepts world to be completions, so that all righteous souls safe and secure returning to the righteous soul living in destination place. Yeah, this is all righteous, but truly this is so that all the righteous soul to the dead is all safe and secure livings. Is how to safe and secure lives. How to safe and secure livings in the macro concept. That is here, husband and wife, keep in and harmony. Okay. And just in righteous living of in and harmony. So that this righteous living energy is we can define righteous soul livings. Righteous soul livings. Here, creation of knowledge. Knowledge is pros. Living is and the righteous living energy. Soul living energy. This is righteous livings. This is must be. This is even on my lecture is some you do not. So to understand is hard. It's very simple. Why? The human being or people living then is just here is here moving then what? Moving energy. Then to keep the sustained air in the lotus without to out of the lotus, keep sustain in the lotus, because in the lotus some complex or some people was whatever many extensions if we do not know it. Here is problem solving. What happened? Creation of knowledge. Moving energies, righteous living energy. So, living energy. So then, here is to here then. It both is what is righteous living energy and creation of knowledge. So now all is process. One parameter and limitless. The limitless is completions. Completion. And husband and wife keep in harmony. That is righteous livings. Simple. Husband and wife living in young harmony. That is righteous living. So living. This is very important, just in young harmony is righteous living, righteous soul living, creating time, creator explains how to live. In young harmony. This is cosmos one goes. And in young harmony, righteous soul living destinations, principle. So always we know that is always installed at this in the macrocosm man and woman's inside. How to livings, the man just livings, man, this young short time is ins, young help ins, young doing reliable ins, but also ins. In short time is youngs, in the help youngs, in doing reliable youngs. It is really simple and all of just macrocosm living actors are inside is installed in the beginning of a righteous living destination place. But why? That is simple and that is hard in the macrocosm world. Macrocosm world now, in macrocosm world concept world, this is macrocosm world is man, soul plus body, and microconcept of the concept world is so. Why is concept means that it is not clear. We do not know it. Soul is really, it is, so that all of my books, that is concept. But even though we do not say there is no source, there is other than, out of orders. To be ignorance. That is interesting. So it must be we living the soul and bodies must be. in the creating. I'm not sure the creating or not. We are just soul is zero, and the body is mostly one. All of the contents of knowledge I wrote and I will just YouTube contents broadcasting. Okay. And the righteous soul living is in and harmony livings, and the husband and wife living is husband and wife living is if righteous soul of husband and wife living, then it's what's shown in the macrocosm, in yang harmony living. If to not righteous soul living, then here do not living in and yang harmony. This is a failure. Husband and wife livings. Husband and wife livings. This is a completion of righteous soul voyage. So here is energy calculation. But here is don't necessary energy calculation. Okay, so then is we just I can here maybe what is in harmony. Here we are just a definition what is in harmony. In what is in and yang harmony. In yang is equal. In yang equal. Human beings are recognition in single living possible. Young single living possible. But electric current circulation in cross young is electric currents. This is possible in the electric current is all in yang is livings, but human being living is in separating is possible. This is problems. This is problems. Yin and yang is people meet in two yang, yang two yin. This is yin and yang harmony is equal. Here is husband to be husband and wife, married life, This is how to do calculation ways, maybe formula form. Then we can explain in equal yang to be what? To meet in minus yang equal 0. This is yin and yang harmony formulation. What they say, the personal living is separating yin and yang harmonies equals, but here is some change. This yin and harmony, in a harmony formulation is some change. This is equal, but yin is plus, yang is minus. And here 0 is, what is that? 0, nothing. Silence. Clear. Nothing. 0. Cosmos. For cosmos beginning time is there is nothing. So in this count, plus is host, minus is guest. This is coming from the yin and yang harmony result. We say is host and guest. Host and guest. Host is preparing energy to help guest. Guest is living in excitement and pleasure. Sure. It is very important. It is very important. Guest means by helping from the host. So then is is complaint to the what is yang is saying in yang, and this is yin and yang harmony formulation. This is some to explain all these formulations. 0 equal yang minus yin. Okay. In this formula, yang is plus, in is minus, host, guest. Here yang is, but BATT, but warrior maybe. So in is battle warrior, it is north. Fighter, help, fight, walk, main walk, means help, walk. Maybe this is some. So this is host. Host is prepare help to guest me. This host help because in is not major. The host is minor, major. This is minor. Yes, some kind is, yeah, but this is important. Here is not here important. And husband and wife was here. Husband and wife, no? Husband and wife, when family. In the family, in a harmony, what is that? In minus, here's in is host. Where is host? Inside host. Inside, outside. A tribal and a baker. So here is maybe a family is inside, family out is outside. Problem here is in and out. Here is major is in, minor here is major is moving to the just home. Here is home, family, home. Then it is yang is maybe minus yang. This is second. So that in this place, in, host, accept, minus, yeah. Then, guest, peer, excitement, help, from, host, voice, help. Very important thing is in this host and guest places, host, culture is in his host. Host is what is that? Keep a position of host of family inside host, so that in a harmonies, human husband and wife at home. Here is wife is in, so the host husband is work at the host. Keep a position of host of inside the panel. So that when in keyboard host positioning at the home is in this husband-wife living blessing and calculations critical conditions, just to be calculation of husband and wife blessing energy. The best condition is basic is what is in key position at host place of home family. Very important, very is because it is host. If when keep a position at host place, then calculation ins do not keep a position of host place, then impossible calculation. Just in any harmony is very important thing is in keyboard and host place positions. So that in an harmony is basically in the families in its host it means positions keep strength at position at, then that is what is that? Husband family, called by husband and family. In the outside of yang, in the workplace, the host yang in the workplace, force and challenges and suffering this effort and the completions, the winning and gaining in the macro concept in the outside. That is, Yang's competitions, Yang's living place is important. Is in the gaining, it's competition, game, wins. The win the games. It is Yang's destiny, Yang's works. Yang's life is, and sometimes sacrifice for outside secure and outside runnings. In the war times, all of the men must be died to keep her outside. Yeah. We are living the peace times. The man's role is some decreasing, but steady. It's not changed. The young in's livings. So when inside is complaining because Yang's living is less than. So that I do not know that this is impure. Peacetime. Yang is light. In is same. Water. Yang is heavy. Yin is same. This is problem. Because yin is complaint. So that peacetime in to be anger to the yang, then beginning do not keep in and yang harmony. Then it comes to war because of wind into not anything for yang, so yang weak. Then other place the strong yang is embedded to the yin and yang harmony. You know, wartime is other reason, strong yang invaded to weak yang. Weak yang is broken. Do not keep the yin and yang harmony. Yes, the breaking in and yang harmony. The damage yang also ends the same. This is some other word. This yin and yang harmony, husband and wife plus energy plus energy calculations. So yin and yang harmony is really important. The husband and wife is spiritually and souls yin and yang harmony, keep yin and yang harmony. That is husband and wife, what we said before. To be husband and wife yin and yang harmony is in's position, keeping and position in the family, then the beginning of a family. Therefore, the husband and wife yin and yang harmony is based on yin and yang harmony. Family yin and yang harmony is based on energy calculation. Two energy calculations must be supposition at. So based on just the energy calculation means required the yin and yang harmonies is keep positioned in the places. Okay, so we just two calculations. Our supposition is yin and yang harmony. So we give us some supposition is in 50% energy, yang 50% energy. Here is very important thing is in minus yang equals 0. Here 0 is cosmos. Cosmos is silence, clear. So that here cosmos require in minus yang 0. Then cosmos give righteous soul living energy. Therefore, if righteous husband and wife living is in an harmony living, then is in minus yang equal 0 equal 0. Here is in and yang harmony. In and yang harmony. Then here, what is that? Cosmos give righteous living energy. So in and yang harmony base plus cosmos giving in and yang harmony righteous soul living energy. So that in and yang harmony is husband, in and yang harmony is husband wife energy is plus cosmos giving righteous soul energy. Then calculation that in an harmony is husband wife keep cosmos lower soul in an harmony, then in plus yang equal 50%, then 100% plus here cosmos giving our soul energy. Maybe this is family living energy. So here is family energy. It is very important. Husband and wife feeling is important. What feeling is? Husband feeling is this feeling. Family feelings. Family energy feeling. Wife feeling is same. Family energy feeling. So that husband plus wife feeling energy is here plus cosmos giving energy. Husband wife plus cosmos energy. Yeah. Then what happened? 200 plus cosmos energy. Yeah. This is yin and yang harmony. Husband and wife live a blessing and calculations. Here is this. Then this is in husband and wife living based on righteous living. Then we can get at the energies 200% plus cosmos helping righteous soul living energy. Yeah, this is husband and wife living blessing energy calculation result. Then wrong side. If to non-living husband and wife living. This living is in equal yang. This stage in minus yang equal 0 is yin and yang harmony. Here is this energy 200 plus cosmos energy. So do not meet just only in energy. Yes. Here is what happened. To not keep a cosmos law. To to not living in and yang harmony, so that penalty from cosmos. So here is do not keep in and harmony. Therefore, also same 50%, 50%. But here is do not harmony living. So in energies 50% minus cosmos penalty. Young living, young energy. Also 50% baby cosmos penalty. It is very important calculation result. Important calculation result. Yin and yang harmony energy. Husband wife energy. Husband wife energy는 equal 200 plus cosmos helping energy. But do not yin and yang harmony. Then do not keep rules here. Minus cosmos penalty. Here. The result of this is cosmos penalty. This is very important, this is a family energy. This is Fourth, family livings. What is that is based on husband and wife plastic energy is based on yin and yang harmony means in position at in first place here. Do not yin and yang harmony. Therefore, in do not position at is first place, so that real family energy, real family energy is keep yin and yang harmony. The real family is in keep position at in first place. It is very important. In keep a position at in first place, that is a real family. But not real family energy is to not keep yin and yang harmony. But say again, in do not keep position at is first place. Yes, it is a real importance. This is a real family. This is not your family. The real family, not your family. Huge difference. Real family energy. Real family energy is 200 plus cosmos helping energy. Not real family energy. 100 minus cosmos penalty. So that is based on in righteous living of yin and yang harmony keeping, then the husband and wife living energy is 200% plus cosmos helping energies. Do not live in yin and yang harmony, then the energies must be 100 minus cosmos penalty energies. Therefore, how to living is clear. And then we can explain this. I can explain it in my. So, as we get a 200 plus cosmos giving energies, this is husband and wife living blessing energies, and the real energies here, real family, real family. Family same. Families, each family feels same. 200 plus cosmos helping righteous living energy. So, what happens? 200 cosmos energy, and in these places, what happens? Energies, strong energies, warm, feelings, excitement, and excitement and pleasure in the family. All family runs to the righteous soul living in destination place. So, real family, very strong. Keyword, that's why real family is multiple children bring from righteous soul living in destination place, multiple, many children. Real families increasing family numbers. This is solving population increasing, decreasing problem. Solving population numbers to increase numbers. If to not living on the in harmony is just not real family living, then energy is 100 minus penalty. This living, how to living then is called. The family is called and there is any lovings. There is no any lovings in the not real family. Truly is person in personal livings. Lonesome feeling livings. All number of families runs not to the righteous soul living energy, soul living, but wicked soul living in destination place. As they not keep a rule of inner harmony in the not real living families, so that what not real families, small children, 1 or 0. Number 1 children, number 0 children will bring from righteous living nations, so that broken generation. As thus in and yang harmony, keep in and yang harmony, then the winning position is strongly in position host places. 200 points cosmos supporting energies. And righteous soul living in destination, expected, all secure and safe return to So then the husband and wife now blessing energy, help husband and wife, husband righteous soul, soul mission clear. Righteous wife, righteous soul mission clear. The mission is creation of knowledge, knowledge to righteous living, righteous soul living energy. So that as completion, mission, creation of knowledge, limitless, righteous soul living energy, limitless. Then husband and wife reach at righteous soul living in destination. So this means what? Family, God. As living over, just mission clear. So in the end, it's family God. As family God, then in the living, in the macro concept of the families, son and daughters, living, helped from family God. As a result, keep in an harmony after dies, helping their children to be God of family. So after generation to be blossoms. If not, after dies, there cannot be family of gods, cannot help after generations. Family God, good. Good living. If not, do not to be family God. Cannot, do not help next generations. Family livings, bad living. Therefore, in this world is next generations, is families, next generations. If just import next here this world, that world, then this world is do not keep in harmony, then the living in the dead world livings birth at here do not real family, to not real family place, so that next living also hard livings clear to living in an young harmony. Then next living also clear, good living. Thank you very much. Listen my lecture.